Great. Good morning, everyone, and it was great to listen to my good buddy NS before. So thank you again for having me on the M365 Live conference. So I will actually do two repeating sessions right now. So the first one is all about different type of application that you can use for more or less for free inside of Microsoft Teams. And the second one will be to kind of everything you need to know about webinars in Microsoft Teams. So we will do like a short break, don't worry, but yeah, we'll go for 1 hour-ish in time. But the first session is half an hour, and then the second one is another half an hour. So yeah, let's just dive into it. Thank you again to our amazing sponsors. So really reach out to them, go in on the website, check out what they are doing and maybe how they can help your organization, because without the sponsors, this would not be possible. And also a big thank you to all the organizers that is actually putting this big event together. It also requires a lot of work to gather in the speakers, the sponsors, and to also recruit attendees. So also thank you everyone in the organization team and the moderator team. So thank you for all your efforts. This is me. So hello everyone from Norway. I'm still calling in from Norway. Like yesterday it was snowing here, so it was pretty cold. We had like -1 and 2 degrees Celsius. So it was really cold weather. So hopefully you guys have it warmer where you are calling in from. Feel free to follow me on social media. The first one at Knut Relbe-Moe, that is my Twitter handle. And the second one is of course for to go into my LinkedIn profile. I've been 8 years now Microsoft MVP. Hopefully I will get my 9th yes next year, and then at least the 10th one, because that's of course really special to be an MVP for that long. I'm specialized in Microsoft Teams and SharePoint, and I've been working with delivering intranets for many years. And also I have built like partner networks all around the world. So I've traveled from Norway to North America, and from North America to Asia, and from Asia to Australia. So I have been kind of traveling around the world with my job, which is really amazing, of course. But the first session of today is 5 free killer apps for Microsoft Teams, or top 5 free killer apps for Microsoft Teams, depending how we want to call it. But a little bit about the company that I work for, Pressure Fishbone. It was founded in 2001, and we do intranets. So if you are looking to enhance your digital workplace solution on top of M365, feel free to reach out to me and I can put you up with a demo. So the agenda of today is, of course, to look into these 5 free killer apps. I'm not going to do a lot of slides, so we are going to do just basically going and take a look at this one from the demo perspective. It might be that I will change a little bit the apps depending how I feel, because there are actually a lot of different apps. And of course, if Viva Engage is for free or not, that is a big discussion. But I held a session yesterday about Viva Engage and how that is enhancing Yammer and making Yammer have a new birth or a new life, basically. So we're going to touch a little bit into that one. Then we are going to go and look at an Ideation app that Microsoft is having. And we will also look into Microsoft Viva Insights, which is one of my favorite apps, which actually doesn't need to cost anything unless you want to have the advanced features there. But you can still use it as in good ways for personalized use to help you in your day-to-day job. Then I was thinking to look a little bit about Planner and To Do, because that's a nice Microsoft app for Teams that helps me at least keep track of things that I need to do during my my work. And last but not least, we will take a look at the Approval app for Microsoft Teams as well. But let's see what we will be able to cover in the next 25 minutes. Maybe we'll look at some more apps. Maybe we'll look at some fewer apps. Depending on how things actually long it will take. So yeah, let's just go and jump into the demo mode. Because actually there was one app more I wanted to have here. So I will also show you the Who app inside of Microsoft Teams. So let's start with that one actually, because the Who app is pretty cool because it's actually gives you a little bit of cool capabilities inside of Microsoft Teams to figure out who is who and so on. And I think Microsoft is coming with an updated version of this app a little bit later this year. So that's why it could be interesting to take a look at this one. So for instance, where to find this app, you just need to go to the 3 dots and then search for the Who app. And then you will see that the app is here already. But as you can see, we can go here, we can do chat queries. So for instance, I could ask like, who is Daniel? Oh, which is one person here. And then you get the bot answer that Daniel Fall is the director with management inside of Dept UK. And then I can get in touch with him from here. Then we can say like, who is Knut? Just like this. And here we're getting Knut. So I am working here, and then I can see also who is the manager of Knut, and then we see that Lars is my manager. So it's kind of an interacting bot in some ways, which is really, really nice and cool. Then on the top here, we see that we have some tabs. So you can actually also go and get your organizational chart here. So this one is actually not that big, but let's go and try to do this in my other environment here. So I'll just go in and search for who here as well. Let's see if we can get a bit more detailed information coming in. So I can also ask the same question here. Who is Knut? Just like that. Now it will probably ask me for permissions first. So we need to provide permissions for it to sign in on my behalf. And now I can ask who is Knut. So you see here is Knut. I can go and find my manager. And you see that here is my manager. And we can, of course, go in here and see the organizational chart as well, as you can see here. But if you go back to the Who app here, so then we can also go and look at your organization from here. So you see here is everyone, and I can go to look at Anders, and we can, of course, drill up and down to see here. And we can also search. So for instance, I can search for Christer, which is the boss, and then you see that everyone that is working under him as well. So here we can go in and look at Per, and then we'll see who is underneath Per, and I can go up and down in the org chart, as you can see here, directly into Microsoft Teams. So if you want to have like a people search, for instance, inside of Microsoft Teams, this is actually working really, really nice because I can also do search here. So as you saw, I can search for Knut here, and now I find myself, and I can also take up the contact details and everything from within here. So this is a really nice place to go and find your colleagues, basically. So that was this one. But then let's go and look a little bit about the Viva Engage as we was looking at previous day, like yesterday. So this is the Viva Engage app, which brings Yammer into Teams. The beauty about Viva Engage is that it is giving you an impression that you have a social network inside of your organization. So you can create now with the new storyline functionality, you can create like short stories here that other people in the organization that is following them will be able to follow and get inside of their feed. As you can see that Stephen was doing here, he was looking forward to client lunch today. So, and I can of course come in and like it, and I can go into find Stevens over here, and I can go and follow him, because now when he do things, it will pop up in my feed as part of my storyline here. So I will see then things from Stephen coming in automatically in my feed, and I can see everything from it in here, which is nice. And of course, you can also have Q&As inside of Yammer or Viva Engage. We could have like also just a praise. So we can go in and praise one of my colleagues from here. We can also go in and do a quick poll. So there are all these nice features around Viva Engage, and we can have also this kind of communities. So we have like a running together community, we have a social community, and we can get that kind of social awareness inside of the organization when we have issues with some people is working from home, somebody is in the office, so you'll get like a better working culture in a hybrid workforce, basically. So that is Viva Engage. If we then will go and move into Viva Insights, so let's just go like this, since we are already in the Viva pipe here. So the really nice thing, in my opinion, about Viva Insights is the fact that you get here the possibility also to send the praises. So these are different type of praises than the previous ones, but I get it from within my Insights app, as you can see here. I can also give some feedback, which is currently private to me, about like how do I feel today. I can book in what is called focus time, which is really nice because, you know, if sometimes you need to have certain time slot in the day where you just sit and do some specific work, so you have focus on that. So people don't book like meetings with you all the time, because that's what I'm struggling with, that I have like meetings all the time, so I'm not able to do any actual work, you know, because I'm just in meetings. Of course, meetings are also actual work, but you kind of get my meaning here. We can also go and book quiet times so that you will not be interfered with too much notifications from your emails and your Teams channels. So for instance, here I can make and do adjustment with my quiet times. So you see that I can mute my mobile notification for certain hours every Sunday and every Saturday at least, and then I can do it also every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday and Friday, so that I have a switch off this for these days. We can also go in and do some suggestions on emails and meetings in Outlook to help me be more focused. I can plot in lunch hours so that I will block my calendar for lunch every day at the same time. And there's a lot of things that we can actually go in and do here. And this is under the settings side. We can also go and look at the starting page again, and we can see that we can go and get this virtual commute to help us also to disconnect in a great way from the work in the end of the work day, so that we don't take the work with us when we go home, for instance. We can go and see here that if I go to stay connected, so this is also really nice, where you can actually go in and see who you recently emailed and you had discussions with. You can pin some of the people, so and you can also set reminders here. So for instance, here I can pin Lars, so he will always be on the top. We can also schedule one-on-one meeting with Lars here, so we will have that directly from within here. And if it was any meetings which I should have RSVP'd to, they will also show up here, so I can RSVP for the meeting directly from within here, which again is really nice. Here you see that we have a tab itself for actually going in and booking that focus time. And if I just click this button, it will actually book a focus time in my own calendar, so that I will have a date with myself for focusing a little bit to make sure that some work is being done. We have the same here, protect your time with the quiet times, and then we have the virtual commute. So if I'll go here to configure the virtual commute, I can set get started. So you can set here like a reminder to finish up work around a certain specific time. So of course, I don't work until 5 p.m. Let's do 4 p.m. and looks good. So now it will come in and notify me that it's time to actually wrap up my work. We have an effective meetings as well, where you can go in and see some statistics and stuff from the meetings that you had. And you now is an inspiration library that is coming in from different type of external sources to be a little bit giving you suggestions from how to have more mindfulness and so on at my work. So you see, we can view less, we can view more. So we have some few things here. And of course, if I'll go and click this one, I can actually read it in a nice way here inside of Teams. It doesn't even redirect to, in this case, the Harvard Business Review. So that is what Viva Insights is all about. There's of course much more to Viva Insights, but then it starts to be that you have to have a license for the analytics side of things. So that's why I'm not covering that right now. If you are looking into Viva Insights to do more than what I just showed as well, then just reach out to me on social media. And if you want to demo those features, we can always take a look at those as well. Then we have something really nice, that's the approval app. And the approval app, as we can see here, is a nice looking app that will actually give us a nice overview of all approvals that is waiting for me or that I sent out inside of my organization. It could also integrate with Adobe DocuSign, Adobe Sign or DocuSign, and of course here with the Microsoft Syntax and the new capabilities coming there as well. Of course here it will be enhancements coming. But in the left corner, you see create or manage templates. And in the upper right corner, you will see the web page where you should go and do a new approval request. But again, the same place as with every other app, where to find them is either to click the big app button here or the 3 dots, and then more apps, as you can see here. And then you can just start to search for applications inside of your environment that is there available for you to just install and deploy into your organization. And of course, you see popular on Teams here. And so you have even possibility to put Microsoft Forms inside of Teams. You have a Power Automate app as well. You have a YouTube app, Power Apps app. So you can put all of these things into your Teams environment. And all these apps are really simple to configure. So yeah, so that was kind of a little bit of the Power Automate, but let's go and take a little bit, sorry about the approvals, but let's take a little bit closer look at it. So first of all, you can see here that this is all the approvals that are here. So I can go and click into one of them, and you see that here it was important, and it was approved by me, and it was requested by me. So this should be a vacation request, of course, because I want to approve my own vacations. So let's go here and we can create a new one. So for instance, here you see that there are some template that has already been created, or we can go and just use a basic request, or we can do a Adobe Sign request, or we can do a DocuSign one. But if, as mentioned, we see in the left corner here, we can go and create a new template. And here you see that there are some templates that has been already made for us. So for instance, this one is pretty useful these days, like work from home. So then let's just use that one. So I'll just click next. And then you just need to decide, should this be an org-wide Teams app? Should it be for specific people? Should it be team-wide? But in this case, of course, it should be org-wide because everyone should be allowed to use it. And now we see that here we have our template management. So this is how it looks like. You can see that, yeah, now I got an error. That's always nice. So that's always what happens in the demo ghost are coming to our side. But let's go and try with my other tenant here to see if it works here. That's why we always have more than one. So at least hopefully one of them will work. So let's go here, edit, new template. See here, I have also more to choose from. But let's just go and use one that I already are having here. So, but here we had work from home as well. So let's just choose that one. Worldwide. Now we just need to wait a little bit for it to be built and created. And then hopefully it will work here. Let's just give it a couple of more minutes. If not, you can always test it out yourself in your own environments if it shouldn't work here right now. Okay, let's jump to my other window for now, and we can come back to this one later. So, discharge. So we can go then to our approvals, and you can see here that we can put them into a team, or they can be org-wide. That is pretty nice that we have that capability. But let's go now into a new approval request. So in this case, then let's do the basic one. So let's just call it new phone request. approvers, I will put myself in here. Then we can set also if you have more than one person, as you can see here, we can then select if it should be everyone need to approve it or if like first be able to approve will be the winner, so to say. We can put the priority and we can put additional details as you can see here. And then I can just click send. So now this approval request will be created for me and I will get it very shortly inside of my approval app for Microsoft Teams. Okay, so that was the approval, and we was looking at the Viva Insights, and we was looking at the Viva Engage. Let's take a quick look at the ideation one as well, and then we will finish with planner and to do. And now you see that this one is ready. So my new phone requests are here. We can put some comments. We can make some actions. So we can reassign it, which is actually nice. We can create a follow-up task, or we can cancel the request. So with the follow-up task here, we'll create then a task that I can control and maintain later on. But for now, let's just click approve. Now this one is getting approved, and it changed the status to be approved, as you can see there. So, all right, that was approvals. Then let's take a look at what we have here, the Ideation app. So this one you can also download from Microsoft and just install it. It's pretty simple. I can share the link for it in the chat afterwards, but this is how it looks when we are installing it. So you see that we can add the campaign. So let's go and do that. What should be the campaign name? Campaign name should be M365 Live Conference. Just like that, we can set a start date and end date. Let's just do like this. And let's do like that. That's fine. And then we can put in instructions, impact, and again, instructions. And then we can add the campaign. But first of all, we need to add an image. You can add the upload image, or you can use one that is already here. All right, then let's add it. And hopefully it will work. Well, okay, M365 Live Conference is a great place to be for learning. Like this, add campaign. And hopefully I don't have any more required fields. So return to the campaign list. And here you see that here I can go in and manage my campaigns. I can go and modify them and all that kind of stuff. Or we can always go back and we can take it from in here instead. So let's see. That's the manage one, and let's just go to this one. So we have our ideas coming in here. Let's see here, M365 Live Conference. Go into it. And here we can then start to submit ideas. Next year in person. Next year, the M365 Live Conference should also have an in-person. And that's it. Now we have submitted an idea. So this, of course, it's pretty easy, simple to set up, and this is really good if you want to start with doing ideation work. So the last step I will show you before we'll take like a couple of minutes break before my next session is then task and to do by planner. What is nice with this one is that it aggregates all of my tasks from planner and to do. So if I go here, this is my task list. This is what has been assigned to me. We'll see my due dates. and so on. And I also see things from lists that is relevant for the project. And as you can see here, I have a few on here. But we can go to planned. As you can see, we can also go to, as I mentioned, assigned to me. So this is also a great way to get that kind of overview and help me with my personalized productivity, you know, because if I need to go into each and every team where somebody posted a planner board, it will take a lot of time for me to go in and maintain that. So, and keep track of that. So that's why I really like the task by planner and to do, because it's just really simple to do that. So with that being said, I will just say thank you for listening and thank you for being here. And I will just go and get some water, and then I will be back for my next session. And if you have any questions, feel free to